Hey guys, welcome back to the Wellham's World YouTube channel. Today we are back with another Advent calendar video. We're on day number 9 and we are on Power Wash Simulator, believe it or not. You might be thinking, is there really anything Christmassy related to do with this? And yes, there is. If you go on to specials, seasonal specials, you've got clean the ice rink, clean Santa's workshop, clean the Halloween house, and clean the cruise ship, which are all like seasonal specials. And winter 2024, I've loaded into it just to see how massive it is, but I will restart. I've not actually done anything, as you can see, but we'll load into it and we'll just get going. I don't know how long this is going to take. Some of them can take absolutely ages, and I don't remember exactly like the different buttons. So these are our different nozzles. That's all good. Alright, and we'll just get cleaning, won't we? So we've got an ice rink to clean, and yeah, we'll just get going. I don't know how long this is going to take. We could be here for fucking hours, but there we go. Skating aid penguin done. And if I'm not mistaken, skating aid penguin 2 is done. But obviously if I click right on the D-pad, it shows up all of the gunk as similar to sort of how House Flipper does it. And there's quite a lot, but it is all confined to this sort of rink area. We can change the direction of our spray, and we can, obviously, the finer the nozzle, the more power, so you can get like the grimiest shit off of it. But it covers less area. And part of me is just wondering, okay, so these are all our different nozzles, or different extensions, which I don't actually know if they do a whole lot. And then we've got cleaning liquids, which we have none at the moment. So maybe you should, well, I probably should have bought some before I came in. I suppose the best way to go about this is cleaning the outside and then going in. I should have set a timer. I should have set a timer on underneath or just above my camera or something, just to show how long it's taken. I'm assuming it will tell us at the end, because it'd be interesting to know. And yeah, I don't know specifically why I chose to do some Power Washer Simulator, but it's been an awful long time since I've played this game. A very long time. And I thought, I was just looking for Christmassy things to do, and I saw that there was I did look at the Santa's workshop as well, and that is absolutely humongous, and there's no chance I'm gonna fucking do that, I'll be honest. As you can see in the top left where it says outer wall, there's like a line under it, and it's slowly getting cleaned. As you can see, the line is disappearing to show the cleanliness of it. So once we've done all of these outer walls, we'll venture back inside. Might as well go around the handrail as well, and we'll tackle this arch bauble exterior at some point, but we won't do that right this second. So yeah, this probably won't be an unedited video. It'll probably be, I'll cut back and forth throughout the video. I'm not gonna, sit here and have you watch me for hours just, cleanse a fucking ice rink. That would be borderline. It's like, oh, there's a little gnome constellation and the northern lights. I don't know where we are in the world, but that's quite nice. That's quite a nice touch. But yeah, none of this area, if I press right on the D-pad, none of this outside area needs to be cleaned. It's literally just the rink and the interior of the rink, which is nice, because if it was all of this, I probably would I'd probably cry a little bit. It'd be a ball ache, to say the very least. But, you know, we are staying in the festive spirit and cleaning an ice rink. So yeah, I'll check back in from time to time, let you know how we're getting on, and yeah, we'll see how we go. And with that ding, the final outer wall is complete, and we are 8% clean. And if you want a time update in terms of how long I've been recording, I have been recording for 8 minutes, and we're 9% through. So, you know, it'll be a little bit of a, you know, take us a little bit of time, but you know, it's a nice chilled environment, to say the least. It's quite a laid back vibe we've got going on, you know. So can't complain too much. Now that ding, as you saw there, and the position that I'm stood at, indicated the ding of the last handrail. So we've done all of these inner walls, the outer walls, and the handrails are all done now, and we're 17% of the way through. So we're trucking along quite nicely, and I think I'm just going to grind out the actual ice rink floor at this point. So I think that's going to be the next step. Okay, I know what you're thinking. That's not an ice rink floor. It's not. It's the arched bauble interior. It's the interior of this like big bauble thing. We've got a gnome. He's not a gnome. Anyway, yeah, it's the interior of the bauble. As you can see, I've done that much of the ice rink. It's going to be a fucking slog. I've been now recording for just over 20 minutes, and we are 25% through. So we're still, you know, we're getting on reasonably well. I can climb all of this, and we'll work our way through the bauble, I think, now. But my big question is, what the fuck happened at this ice rink to make it this disgusting? Because look, that's how filthy it is. See that? See that shit? What the fuck has gone on? Don't know who is the owner of this ice rink, but they need to give their head a wobble and really consider whether this is the business for them, because they clearly don't give a shit, you know? Clearly. Beautiful. We have finally completed the bauble. It is looking lovely. The top, the ribbon, and the interior and exterior all done. 32% in. We are absolutely cooking. We're cooking with gas, and we might as well just carry on blasting our way through, because we're feeling pretty good after that bauble. It's one of the, well, I was going to say it's one of the bigger areas. It's not, I mean, if you include the top, the interior, exterior, ribbon, then maybe, but they're all separate pieces, so not the end of the world. But yeah, we're cooking with gas now, or with, well, I don't know, electric powered pressure washer. Yeah, we are, I don't know why I'm like nodding my head with it, but yeah, we're getting there. We're doing alright. Oh, blooming heck, that's another thing pinged. So this is the full, we've got the ski platform there, the wall, the outer wall base, all done just in that bit. We're now on 40%. It's basically got like 1% per minute of recording. It's going to be a long video. Well, it's at least going to be a long recording. I can edit it down, obviously, can't I? But it just seems like there's so much to do. So I might just go do this polar bear platform on the other side then, and just to mirror it a little bit. Hey, you know what? I just realised we've hit 50% of the clean. We are halfway through. Look at that. And as we're finishing up on this side, we're doing the polar bear and the polar bear scarf. We've done the base and the walls and things like that, and we just clean up the rest of the polar bear and his scarf, which are two separate items. There's the scarf, and there should be not a lot left of the polar bear. Oh, there's a bit up there. But you know what I've come to realise while cleaning this is that it's a lot more involved, and you know, there's a lot more to it than any ice rink I've ever seen. There we go. There's more to it than any ice rink I've seen in the UK, because obviously the rink is going around, and then you've got this middle bit in the middle for like decoration. You've got the bauble, whereas like a lot of the ones I've seen in the UK look kind of shit. They're just like a big square block of like ice, and then that's it. So at least I guess I never really understood the thrill of ice skating, but I could actually see it a little bit more based on this, because there's some interesting things going on. But that's 50%, and that is both of these sides done. So I'm going to just crack on with this centre part, I reckon. Tell you what, this might just be the brightest Christmas tree I've ever seen in my life. But then again, it does say there that the material it's made out of is plastic, so it's not a real tree. But like, realistically, I suppose it makes it easier to put away and get out, I guess. It makes it easier to set up. It's fucking bright. I suppose you don't need to worry about putting lights on it if the whole thing is a light as well, which is not a bad thing either, I suppose. But we are trying to get this fucking star done. I could probably get a ladder. Would probably not be a bad idea. Or just climb on other stuff. There we go, got it in the end. There is a ladder somewhere. I don't know if I can use it to get up to where these lights. Maybe. Oh, no. Okay. Cool. So that's the entire like center part done. I think these are all. Oh no, center wall. Well, I completely ignored that. Bloody hell. Half a job. They're not paying me the big bucks to do half a job, are they? There we go. Is that center wall, center stairs, all this individual presents that I had to do as well. So there you go. That's the center part done. The bauble, the inner walls, the outer walls. I guess it's onto the arches, and then the back wall, and then the floor. We're 63% of the way through. We're cracking on. We're doing all right. Right, so rather than doing the arches first, I decided to do the backdrop. And I've managed to vault up. I'm yet to use the ladder, which I don't really know why I'm so adamant about using it, or not using it. But I climbed up onto the bauble and climbed up onto the backdrop to get these top bits. I've done the sort of the face of the backdrop, along with the there's like some reindeers on the wall, which is separate parts. But yeah, we're nearly done with this backdrop, and it should pop us pretty close to 75%, so we're about 3/4 of the way through. And I don't know why I've decided to do it, but I've clearly saved the best till last in the actual ice rink floor. What have I missed? Could it be along the bottom? Yeah, beautiful. There it is. The backdrop with 4 reindeers on it. So yeah, we've got these archways. All these snowflakes are separate as well. We've got these like round ones and then the square ones as well. So I guess I'll just crack on with them. Alright, so we are on the final arch. We've done a square one and we've done the rest of the rounded ones. We've got a little bit of a decoration slash topper on this one, and we are just rounding out this last arch. It's been a bit of a faff to get the ins and outs of all of them. It's been ever so slightly inconvenient, I will say, but we are at 84%, so we're doing alright. We're doing very alright. We're 15% through. Oh, we've got 15% now. 15% left. Let's just. There's a lot there that we've not touched, so that should, a bit of luck, get the ding. Beautiful. So to do skating aid penguins and ice rink. Have I not done skating aid penguin, skating aid penguin? Oh, I've not done this one. So yeah, basically when you have 3 items left, it tells you what they are, which for a map like this where they're big items, it's not particularly necessary, or it's not like it's not hard to find stuff. Whereas, like, for example, I remember specifically golf course map was an absolute ball ache, and a lot of the time there are times where the last 3 items are all, because if essentially there are for example, the Christmas presents are all individual and they're all just called Christmas present. So if your last 3 items are all called Christmas present, it would say Christmas present, Christmas present, Christmas present. And if you've got like a fleck of dirt on them, and that's all that's left, it's an absolute nightmare. But we are 1 hour and 16 minutes into this recording, and we've just hit 85%. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's certainly the longest recording I've done for a video, but you know, it's Christmas, so what's the issue? But I'm probably going to end up editing out a large chunk of this. A lot of it would be just nonsensical ramblings and me muttering to myself, but not actually providing anything worthy in terms of commentary or anything like that. So yeah, a lot of it will be cut out, and I'll just do the sort of, you know, maybe the big milestones or the big pings and the different sectioned areas and things like that. Because there's been a decent chunk of this as well where I have been quite quiet as well. So, but we'll see how we get on. We'll yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this is my longest advent calendar video so far, and potentially of the whole advent calendar, because I don't actually know if we've got anything that would rival this. And I'm also just very glad at this point that I chose to do the ice rink and not the not Santa's workshop, because when I loaded into that, it was 1, bigger than this, and 2, just completely entirely caked. And I mean, like, this was bad, right? You know, when I pressed the right on the D-pad and all the yellow came up and it was just like a wall of yellow. Well, imagine, so when I stood here, I looked in here and pressed it and it was all yellow, right? But none of this was. Now imagine if everything you could see was yellow. That's what it was when I pressed right on the D-pad. Like, literally my screen just went yellow. And I just knew at that point, I was like, I'm not going to do that one. Because that would have, if this has taken me so far almost 80 minutes to get to 88%, I dread to think what that would, and there are a lot of bits that look quite finicky and awkward, and there are a lot of small areas, but like the whole ceiling was completely covered as well. And I just thought to myself, I loaded that one first because that was my initial plan, was to do Santa's workshop. But when I loaded in, I was like, the ice rink better not be too bad, or else I'm not going to be doing power washer for the advent calendar. And lo and behold, I mean, it's a slog, and it's taken its time, but generally speaking, I don't think it's too bad. But I'll probably sort of pop in and out, and then come back when we've reached that magical 100%. We are now very close to that long-awaited, that fabled 100%. We're at 98. As you can see in the top left, we're very close on the ice rink, and it is our final item on the list. I've changed the nozzle. We've been working through the nozzles just because slightly wider spread for a big surface area is, well, it's not bad, is it really? But the issue is we were leaving a fair bit of grime behind, so I've been switching between like the widest, the 40 degree and the 25 degree, and just to get the last bits, and we are unbelievably close. We're on 99%, and this is the last patch. There we go. That is the ice rink. We've done the whole ice rink, the bauble inside and outside. All the archways are done. The penguins on the sledding bit, polar bear and the penguins, the Christmas tree and the snowman, these archways, and these support penguins and the outer walls. So 1 hour 25, and as you can see, there's a little time lapse. Beautiful. And 100% on that. So I'm going to leave it there for today. Hopefully it's not going to be too much of a slog of a video in terms of length. Hopefully I can sort of edit it down a fair bit. A lot of it was just me either sat there mindlessly scrubbing at the floors or just rambling and chatting absolute shit. So we'll see. But thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like. I'll be back again tomorrow for another advent calendar video. I'll see you for that. So take care, everybody, and goodbye.